by 2035. Why are we doing this? A couple of reasons. Of course, all NATO countries have to get to 2%.
Right.
And we all agreed as NATO countries that we would get also to 5% by 2035, which includes infrastructure and funding. But fundamentally, Aaron, why are we doing this? Because we are in a much more chaotic and dangerous world. We cannot take the protection of our people, of our sovereignty for granted. We need to stop being over-reliant on the US. We need to be able to protect and take care of our own. So based on that, what do we do? Do we basically continue to not invest in our Canadian companies, in our workers? Or do we, at a time where we're in a trade war, we protect the jobs in the steel and aluminum and auto sectors, but also we invest the defense money or defense investments in Canadian companies? And that's exactly what it is about. It's about the creation of 125,000 jobs, which will have an impact, obviously. Across Canada and across here in Montreal.
So that gives these Canadian companies that do business here a chance to do business with, and obviously the U.S. is our biggest partner, even in something like this, right?
Well,
in military and defense spending?
It is actually about, CAE, Bombardier, Canadian companies getting contracts from our Canadian forces. If you look at the entire investments in the entire contracts given by our defense sector, by our Canadian armed forces right now, we're at 42% of Canadian companies winning these contracts. Our goal is to get to 70%. Our goal is really to make sure that while we will indeed support our Canadian forces, our strong men and women, protecting us and keeping the world, a better place, we need to make sure that here Canadian companies, big and small, are able to have access to contracts. And, coming from the business sector before being in politics, what I know is companies rather have a contract from the government than strategy. We never did. It's the first time in our history. But it's coming at a time where we will be investing $16.5 billion per year just over the next 5 years. That's three times the national daycare program. That's a lot of money. So we will do that to create jobs here at home. And we have this industrial capability. Like, I was reading recently about everything we did during the Second World War just to, how many planes we were building.